Good morning, guys. I promised you to I promised you that we'll do a Usdzar analysis using Elliott wave. So here it is. So what do I do before I actually check? Before I start count, or before I start the count of the Elliott wave? So what I do is I look at the ranges. I start with the weekly chart. I look at the range. I look at the lowest, and I look at the highest. Currently, the high here have been broken. So I look at previously it was going to be the recent range. It was going to be this one and this one. But since the count has been broken, I'll have to look at this one right here, right? So I'm looking at this range here. So my count is basically going to be based on here, this range from here to there. So that's my range. So from there to there, that will be my range, and the count will have to be in this area here. So from here, I can actually I can start counting from here. So let me just make sure that you see what I'm talking about. This is the range. This is the weekly chart, right? And there's this. I also use the supports and resistances. My way, I call them the Elliott wave way, because these supports and resistances are basically based on taking lots of stop losses and yes. So there's my support here, and there's my resistance there. So okay, let's sort it out. That's out of the way. What I'm seeing here, I'm seeing a straight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This was basically a correction. Okay, this was a correction, and then after the correction, there's a new impulse that is starting. So my correction looks like this. The way I see the correction, actually, this takes a lot of time before you actually start. Okay, wait. You identify the wave, it's going to take you some time. So I use motive wave for my analysis. There we go. So I have something that looks like this, and that is the ABC pattern. And then within inside the ABC pattern, we have the ending diagonal, right? Which looks like this. So on the weekly charts, okay, guys, don't be confused. On the weekly charts, ending diagonal minutes. Okay, let's see what the wave 3 is the shortest wave. Wow, it happens with no issues. So from here, what I can do is simply this. Just gonna show channel. What I like about a motive wave is that I don't have, I'm gonna extend it. Show channel. Yeah, I'm not gonna extend this one. It doesn't allow me to. So it looks like this. The channel was drawn. And then that's done. And then after that, so we have ABC. So I'm expecting this to be a impulse. This was a correction. And I can clearly see the first impulse here. I can clearly see the first impulse here. I can see the correction. I can clearly see the second impulse actually going through. So I use harmonic Elliott wave, and harmonic Elliott wave is slightly different to the traditional Elliott wave. Okay, this is what I'm talking about when I say I saw that initial one. I don't know. Computer is. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 complete, and then after a5 we get an ABC, which I believe this ABC. Let me look at the week. It's a clear ABC. So the harmonic Elliott wave actually says that all the impulses are also made up of ABC, right? So this is an impulse, which is a B, which is a C. So this is also made up of A B, and a C. So I can actually number it, put it like that. Then I'm done with that. What happens after is an ABC. So what I think might happen is I'm seeing a long ABC again outside of this, bigger ABC. Seeing a bigger ABC here. So I'm seeing, so this high here might get taken out. So if I'm looking at this, where does it end? This is where it ends on the blue area. Can you see that blue area? That's the target. So that's the target. The green area is the initial target, but this is the main target here. It can come here and goes down, but there are also chances that it might actually come and go all the way here. How do we know that it might actually go all the way here? It might actually come here and turn down, and actually come all the way down, right? So this is what we have. If I'm looking at this, let me look at this properly now. Because from here, I'm also seeing something here. I'm seeing another A, a B, and a C. A, B, C. So from here, I'm also seeing something like this. You know, when I start this, I do not want to just say this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It needs to meet the conditions before I would actually say it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now, we don't know whether it's going to go all the way up or not. So we have a C going all the way there, and let's just check where the C ends. If I'm looking at the C, see, now the C wants to end here, unless this is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. So that's how we're going to know. But currently, it looks like the C and can you see that initial can you see that initial target? The price went in here. Let me just do this. So this can move. So can you see that initial target that I was talking about? The price actually came down after hitting that initial target. The price might actually continue going up all the way to C. How are we going to find out? We don't know yet. We just have to see. We just have to also figure out what's happening here. So if I look at it like that, I can do this. I'm going to extend this one. Let me put the middle line. Okay, so let's go to the daily chart and see what's going on. So, could have an impulse. This could be actually be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. That's how I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it as a 1. Sorry. I'm seeing it as a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So this actually looks, this is actually another ending target. We are not done with the 3 yet. The 3 must be made up of an ABC. So got a 1, I'm seeing a 2, I'm seeing a 3 somewhere here, I'm seeing a 4 somewhere there, and I'm seeing a 5. Completing the whole thing, I'm seeing the 5 going there. This is what I see currently, and in that, between that, we have something that looks like this. We have an A, B, and a C. Are we still on the weekly chart? Yes, we're still on the weekly chart. I would just like to show X10, show middle line. So this was actually sorry, I'm just trying to align this. This is where it's supposed to be. So this actually bounced on that channel and it comes down, it can come over. Wave 4 can be here. Then once hitting wave 4, we're gonna go all the way up just to complete, all the way up. But I don't think it's gonna be complete yet because what I see is an A, B, a C. This might be actually be a 1, a 2. Then we have a 3 going up, which means this will be an A, a B, and then another C. So we don't know the outcome, so we're just analyzing on what can happen in the short term. So now I'm going to my daily charts. Everything has been sorted out for me. It looks neat. From the weekly charts in terms of the channels. Okay, let me just do this. Just want to make sure. So here, what we have here is basically a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. We're going to see if this is actually a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Because there's also there might be a possibility of a 1, a 2, and then a 3 here, and then a 4, and then a 5. You know, so we might actually go past this channel. So we have to look at that as well. Let me just complete the numbering here, even though it's done. But there's a reason why I want to use this ABC. Because this ABC, this ABC is going to help me with the supports and the resistances as well. So I've done that. So there's a possibility that this here could also be a support for the Euro USD, this area here, because remember this channel here might serve as a support somewhere here. So if I'm looking at this, where am I expecting the wave 4? Wave 4 is expected to go roughly around about here. So wave 4 is expected to hit this area here. If this is actually an ending diagonal, so wave 4 is expected to hit here at 14.60. Then once it hits here, we could actually go all the way up to complete wave 5. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing here. That could happen. But, so here there's 2 scenarios. There's actually 2 scenarios. Because if I'm looking at this like that, I'm going to show you right now. If I'm saying this is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 5 somewhere here. This is the first scenario, or a second scenario, an alternative. That could happen quite easily. And this C, obviously, this C that you see here could be there, somewhere there. So we just have a 3 here, and then this completes. Let me look at the C. So we could have something that looks like this. C completes roughly here. So let me look. Yes, let me look at this. Yes, C. Oh, it's because I'm having one thing on top of another. So let's just say this 3 is not there. So we could have something that looks like this, and then this goes all the way to wave 3 here. Wave 3 will be here. So that could happen, but how do I know that this is actually wave 3? It's possible that this is wave 3 because of this. I'm going to do this. So this is the first blue area for a wave 3 count. Show price, move lines. So I'm going to do this. Already the Fibonacci has shown me that what I was thinking that this could be the end and it's coming down actually shows that USD JPY, I'm sorry, the USD ZAR might actually still continue going up because of simply because of this. 261 it has not hit. And if I'm looking at this, this is where wave 3 should turn, and it hit wave 3 exactly there. It failed to go down here and come down. So wave 3, this is definitely wave 3. So the initial count is a bit off. So now I've got a new count where wave 5 comes in here. So this wave 4 that we spoke of is no longer valid. This area here is also no longer very varied. So we're looking at actually wave 3 like that. So we've hit our wave 3 there. We also have what you call a support, a resistance on the daily chart here. So there's a resistance here. It's basically a stop loss thing, you know. So we also have a resistance on the daily chart for it to come down. And we also have a support here from the previous high, which was actually, so we have a support here. I'm not going to tell you how I get these, obviously. Let me just remove this just to make it feel in here. And this is how it looks like. So we're expecting a wave 4 in this area, and wave 4 is exactly in this area, 38%. So we could, from here, we could actually go up as USD JP, sorry, as we could, because it has hit the 38 mark, the 38%. So this could be wave 4, and then we could start an upward move all the way up. So Alt R. Now let's look at where wave 5 might end. So wave 5, this way wave 5 might end in this area here. So wave 5 might hit 16.41, 16.41. That's where the rand could go. So let's remove that. So it looks like this. So if I were to go to the weekly and look at that green, it's obviously clear that the green actually, that green channel, the price bounced away from the green channel. This I can take away. I no longer need it. But if I go to the 4-hour, so it looks like this. And if I were to draw my channel, extend, apply, show middle, there we go. Looks like this. So if I go to my daily charts, we have something that looks like this. So it's really, really simple. We are actually at the support. This is a very strong support. So we could have this continuing all the way to wave 5, which is there. It could actually hit, it could go all the way here, like go straight, hit the channel and come down. But if I look at my 4-hour chart, it actually shows me everything better. So everything is just clear here. And according to harmonic Elliott wave, the wave 3 is made up of an ABC impulse, because it's an impulse. So let me go to my Elliott wave and let me do my ABC. There we go. I know this is going to tell me that a wave cannot decompose into, okay, that's because those are the rules of Elliott wave. I'm using the rules of harmonic Elliott wave, you see. Huh? Okay, that's fine. No channel, no issues, apply. So it looks like that. And from here, we are expecting, so there's also, there's also a support here, somewhere here. So what I normally do is I'm going to draw my straight line. I'm not gonna use, let me draw my straight line like this. I'm gonna make it exactly parallel to this blue line. I want to make it, I want it to be parallel. Then I take it and then I put it on this point here. And then what do we have here? We have an extra support. I'm gonna change the color. That's what I do. So here is a support area going all the way up for a wave 4. Just going to be here. I've changed it a bit, so let me just move it. It's fine. So it's going to look like that. But this wave 4 is supposed to be here. Let me put it like that. And this, again, I have to start all over and make sure that it's parallel. Then I can move it like that. There we go. So now I'm expecting something. I'm expecting this to go up. And obviously, you know that wave 4 is made up of an ABC, right? It's made up of an ABC. So this is a great support area to buy the USDZAR. And let me label my A. Oh, I can just say decompose. Decompose level 1 is. So that's already been done for me, A, B, C. So here we have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, which I don't believe is a 1. A 1 is here, and then a 2 is there. So this is what I like, shortcuts, man. It's actually, if I want to decompose this further, it can actually number this. I just do this and say decompose. And then it starts at 1, 2, I know that, but let me remove that. I wanted this to get decomposed, not the rest. So it looks like this, but anyways, let's continue. So I'm expecting, so we are at wave, we are in the 4-hour charts daily. So we've drawn our supporting resistances there. Then let's also draw here. Okay, so we have something here. This is a support. Go directly from there. So this is a good buy area for you. This is a very, very strong support area for USDZAR. And if I'm looking at this, the next resistance, no, sorry, the next resistance should be here. The next resistance, the smaller nyana, small resistance is going to be here. Right, it's going to be here. The small resistance is going to be here. And then the bigger one is going to be here. So this is what we might come across. I've done that. Then I'm gonna use my tools. This has not confirmed a buy yet, though this actually looks like a good buy area here. It has not confirmed a buy, but it looks like a great buy area there. So yeah, you could actually trade just using Elliott wave. There's a new way that I've just figured out. So this is there you have it. This is USD JPY. Sorry, USDZAR. I don't know why I like USD JPY so much. This is USDZAR, and I'm expecting a buy here, though it's still going down. It has not been confirmed, but I'm expecting a buy there. I've shown you, if we're looking at a daily chart, it looks like this. It's actually on the support. Yes, it was hit on that resistance, came down. Now we have a support. We might actually go up. If you're looking at the weekly, it looks like that. And if I were to draw my fibs on the weekly, big fibs. Let me do this. So it looks like this. We've hit the 61%. We went down. It looks like we've hit the 70% mark, but we also have a 61% here. But we've just hit the 71% mark, and yeah, and then we have a 61. 61 could serve as a support as well. If you go to the daily, now it's not showing. I need to drag this across like that to make it more clearer. So we've hit it here. We've hit the 70%. That's why we went down. Could we go all the way to the support of 61%? I don't know. But here we also have a support area here. And then from there, we could actually go up. This is how it looks like. All right. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.